For today, our discussion would be thermodynamics 2. Okay, so for the thermodynamics 2, it involves the thermodynamic processes. So, define natin ano ba yung process. So, masasabi nating process kung saan nagkaroon ng changes doon sa system, kahit na anong changes. So, that is described to be as a process. So, meron tayo dito types of processes na pwede nating involved sa thermodynamics. First, we have the term reversible processes. So, sabi dito, it is a process in which both system and the surroundings are returned to their original states. Yan yung reversible. Ngayon naman, kung hindi naman ganoon, ang tawag naman syempre ay irreversible processes. So, yung mga sample ng irreversible processes includes the involvement of friction. So, once may friction, hindi mo naman na maibabalik yung nawalang friction na yun kung sakaling i-reverse mo yan. So, irreversible yon. Then, meron tayong tinatawag na cyclic process, which gives the same states or conditions after the system undergoes a series of processes. So, pag sabi nating cyclic process, pag hindi naman sinabing cyclic process, isa lang yan. Actually, sabi nga dyan, undergoes a series of processes. Provided, babalik siya sa original point niya. Kumbaga, para siyang cycle. Another one, we have the quasi-static process. Ang sabi dito, it is a process in which system departs from equilibrium states only infinitesimally at every instant. Okay, so anong yung sinasabi ng mga term dyan? So, initially, equilibrium states yan, kaya siya static. Ang term na quasi is almost. Then, static means, syempre, at rest. So, almost at rest, or let's say we can define that from equilibrium states. Yun yung definition niya. Then, pag sinabi mo namang infinitesimally, yan ay equivalent sa very small. Okay? So, nagbabago yung kanyang state paunti-unti. Okay? So, sobrang liit. Then, punta tayo sa thermodynamic curves natin. So, kasi ito yung pag-uusapan natin all throughout sa thermodynamics 2. So, first, we have the general equation PV raised to N equals C, or P is the pressure, V is the volume, C is the constant. Okay, so, we have here the scenario. If N is equal to 0, why that would be, syempre, if 0 yan, any number is to 0 would be 1. So, magka-cancel yung volume natin sa formula. So, that would be isobaric process, meaning constant pressure. Then, if n is equal to infinity or very large number, imagine yung volume natin raised to very large number. So, lalaki yung volume. In comparison to the pressure, sobrang liit ang pressure, parang negligible na. So, that would be constant volume process. Then, if n is equal to 1, okay, that would be PV equals constant. Ano ba yung PV natin? Last time, diba PV is equal to MRT. So, we can say that we know that mass and R is constant. So, we can say that would be constant temperature process or isothermal process. Then, if n is equal to K, that would be constant entropy, isentropic process. And if n is any number other than the stated above, we call that the polytropic process. So, marami siyang involved. Makikita rin natin sa PV diagram kung ano yung tinutukoy ng bawat isa. So, yan yung kanilang curve. Okay, meron namang legend, yung color. Let's start with the isobaric process. So, sabi nga natin, it is an internally reversible constant pressure process. So, ito yung mga formula natin. Kailangan natin tandaan yung formula. And syempre, pati na rin yung diagram. Advisable yun. So, first, we have the PVT relation, wherein pressure is constant. So, we will arrive to this formula. Okay? That is our Charles law. Next, meron tayong PV and TS diagram. So, napakita na naman natin last time yung PV diagram, so i-write lang natin dito. Ito yung ating PV diagram. So, that is horizontal doon sa ating graph kasi nga constant pressure. Then, ito naman yung TS diagram natin. So, yan yung kanyang curve. So, nakakurba siya pataas. Next formula natin is for the non-flow work. So, ito yung pinaka-general formula ng non-flow work. Integral of P dV. Okay, limits from point 1 to point 2. And since we have constant pressure, okay, pwede mong ilabas yung pressure na to sa integration na discuss naman last time sa mathematics. So, integral of differential, that is change. So, meron tayong work non-flow P V2 minus V1. Then, meron rin tayong steady flow work. So, for steady flow, ito naman yung kanyang general formula. Negative integral of VdP. Baliktad naman, no? VdP from point 1 to point 2. Take note, constant pressure, so change in pressure, differential of pressure is 0. Then, that would give us work steady flow equal to 0 if that is isobaric process. Tuloy tayo, we have the formula for the change in internal energy na bigay na rin naman sa thermodynamics 1. Ulitin lang natin dito. So, delta U is equal to mcv delta T. Fix yan. Hindi yan mababago. Change in enthalpy, delta H is equal to mcp delta T. Take note yung specific heat pag internal energy, specific heat at constant volume. Pag naman enthalpy, specific heat at constant pressure. Now we have the heat transfer. Ang heat transfer natin, we have the formula mcp delta T. Ito yung pwede natin tandaan sa heat. Okay, if that is isobaric, constant pressure, so specific heat at constant pressure. Ganon. We also have the change in entropy. Okay, so this delta S mcp ln T2 over T1. Again, that is isobaric, specific heat at constant pressure. So, yun yung mga formulas natin pagdating sa isobaric process. Tandaan lang natin. Let's go for the first problem natin. A piston cylinder system contains a gas which expands under a constant pressure of 1,200 pounds per square foot. If the piston is displaced 12 inches during the process and the piston diameter is 24 inches, what is the work done by the gas on the piston? So, ito yung ating diagram with the given. So, initially, ito yung ating diagram. Ang nangyari daw, sinabi sa problem, nag-expand siya. So, ito yung second diagram na ngayon natin. And ito yung mga dimension. Meron tayo ditong diameter, 24 inches. Ito yung ating displacement. Delta L, change in length, 12 inches. Okay, nangyari yung process na yung expansion at constant pressure. So, what is the required? Ang required is the work. Kaya lang, paano natin nasabing non-flow? So, last time sabi natin, mangyayari lang non-flow kapag closed system. So, ang system natin sa diagram is yung kulay red sa unang figure. Nag-expand siya, so ang system natin lumaki din. So, yung system natin is closed system. So, huwag pansinin yung valve natin. Naka-close yung valve na yan, syempre. Hindi naman yan mag-expand kung open, di ba? So, kaya work non-flow ang hahanapin natin. And the solution and formula would be pressure delta V. Tandaan, pag work non-flow, PdV or P delta V. Kaya lang, wala tayong volume. So, ang volume natin, pwede natin i-define as area times the length. Okay? So, parang cylinder, di ba? Area ng base times the length ng cylinder. Since change in volume yan, that would be change in length. Hindi naman nabago yung area. Wherein area is pi over 4 diameter square. We know that. So, yung formula natin would be this one. Yan lang yung naging flow ng formula natin. Hanggang sa mag-arrive tayo dito. So, before natin substitute, okay? So, pwedeng ganito gawin natin. Lahat ng dimension gawin nating feet. So, yung 24 inches, magiging 2 feet. Yung 12 inches, magiging 1 foot. So, kapag sinubstitute natin, okay, in terms of feet na tayo. So, mabilis na lang yan. Cancel yung ating feet square. So, may iwan ang unit na foot pound. So, our answer is 3,769.91 foot pound force. Next, ammonia weighing 22 kg is confined inside a cylinder equipped with a piston and has an initial pressure of 413 kilopascal at 38 degrees Celsius. If 2,900 kilojoule of heat is added to the ammonia until its pressure and temperature are 413 kilopascal and 100 degrees Celsius respectively, what is the amount of work done by the fluid in kilojoule? So, lagay natin yung ating mga given. First, we have the gas, ammonia. Okay, so kailangan familiar tayo ano yung kanyang chemical formula. Ang ammonia is NH3. The mass is 22 kg. Pressure 1 is 413 kilopascal. Temperature 1, 38 degrees Celsius. Binigay ang heat, 2,900 kilojoule. Pressure 2, 413 kilopascal. Temperature 2, 100 degrees Celsius. And although hindi binigay, kailangan natin sa computation, the universal gas constant, 8.3143 kilojoule per kilogram degrees Kelvin. Okay, with this, hindi sinabi sa problem kung ano yung process. Okay? So, check natin ang given. Makikita natin sa given na ang pressure 1 and pressure 2 ay parehas. Okay, so we can conclude itong problem is under the process of constant pressure. Okay, tuloy tayo. Since alam na natin kung ano yung process, ang required natin is the work. Okay, ganun pa rin. Ito ay cylinder. So, pag sinabing cylinder, ang assumption natin ay close. So, kaya work non-flow tayo. So, for our formula, meron tayong work done flow equals PdV again. And walang binigay na volume sa problem. Okay, so pwede naman natin kunin ang volume. Kaya lang, medyo mas matagal yon. So, pwede naman natin ganito gawin. Okay, from the formula, pressure times volume, we know that is equal to MRT. So, pwede natin palitan yung work non-flow into MR delta T. Kasi constant naman yung mass at yung gas constant. And ang gas constant nga natin nabanggit is equal to the universal gas constant over the molecular weight. So, solve muna natin yung gas constant. We have the R bar, 8.3143. Ang molecular weight natin, ammonia, take note. So, we have nitrogen, that is 14. And meron tayong hydrogen, 3 atoms, so 3 times 1. Meron ngayon tayong gas constant ng ammonia, 0.4891 kilojoule per kilogram degrees Kelvin. Okay, since yan lang naman yung kulang natin, substitute na natin doon sa ating work non-flow. We have the answer now, 667.13 kilojoule. Problem number 3. Determine the change in enthalpy per pound mass of nitrogen gas as its temperature changes from 500 degrees Fahrenheit to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, ang given natin is the nitrogen. At ang nitrogen, ang symbol niya is N2. Okay, bakit N2? Kasi ang nitrogen gas is a diatomic substance. So, hindi naman yan na magiging N lang. Okay, temperature 1, 500 Fahrenheit. Temperature 2, 200 Fahrenheit. Take note yung point na yun, ha? Sabi from, then to. Kaya hindi pwede magbaliktad yan. Okay, so kakailangan rin natin ang universal gas constant natin ng English unit. So we have 1,545 foot-pound force per pound mass per degree Rankine. The question is, what is the change in enthalpy? Okay, so sabi dito sa change in enthalpy is specific per unit mass. Kaya ang formula natin, hindi na natin ilagay pa yung mass. We have Cp delta T lang. Okay, wherein Cp is Kr over K minus 1. And ang R natin is equal to R bar over molecular weight. So, solve natin ang Cp muna. Pwede na naman natin kasi pagsamahin itong dalawang to sa solution. So, we have K ng nitrogen 1.4. Then, yung molecular weight ng nitrogen gas, we have 14 times 2, that is 28. We will arrive to the specific heat at constant pressure, 193.125 foot-pound force per pound mass degree Rankine. And once na nakuha na natin yan, substitute na natin dito sa ating formula. Okay, we have now the answer of change in enthalpy, negative 57,937.5 foot-pound force per pound mass. Problem number 4. Calculate the change in enthalpy as 1 kilogram of nitrogen is heated from 1000 degrees Kelvin to 1500 degrees Kelvin. Assuming the nitrogen is an ideal gas at a constant pressure, the temperature-dependent specific heat of nitrogen is given. Ito yan. Wherein Cp is in kilojoule per kilogram mole Kelvin and temperature is in Kelvin. So we have this given nitrogen gas, molecular weight is 28, mass is 1 kilogram, temperature 1000 degrees Kelvin, temperature 1500 degrees Kelvin. Ngayon ito binigay na yung parang equation or part ng equation. Ang required is the change in enthalpy. So, ang change in enthalpy na to is yung total. Kasi binigyan tayo ng mass ng nitrogen. So, for our solution, ito yung alam natin yung formula ng change in enthalpy. Sabi nga natin, hindi yan nababago. MCP delta T. Kaya lang, pag gumagamit tayo ng formula na to, kaya ang CP natin is fix yung value pagdating dun sa gas na yon. Kaya lang, in actual, hindi ganun ang nangyayari. Nagbabago din ang value ng CP based on the value of the temperature. So, ganun yon. Kaya hindi na ito constant. And at the same time, yung mass sa formula, pag titignan mo yung value ng CP, ang CP daw ay kilojoule per kilogram mole Kelvin. So, kapag merong unit na mole, okay, so instead na kilogram lang, naging kilogram per mole, yung formula ngayon natin, magbabago, mag-a-adjust. Instead of mass, magiging number of mole, kahit may mass pa sa given. Okay, kasi yung unit ang susundan natin. And yun na nga, dahil hindi nga constant ang specific heat, dependent on the temperature, ito mangyayari ngayon sa formula natin. Magiging integral. Kasi with respect to the temperature. Dahil constant yung number of mole, lalabas yun sa integration. So limits, temperature 1, temperature 2. Okay na. Yeah, at the same time, yung number of mole natin, is mass over molecular weight. So, galing yan sa formula sa chemistry, mass equals number of mole times molecular weight. So, yun na yung mga gagamitin natin. Ilagay na lang sa calcu kasi mabilis na lang yan. May integration sa calcu. Okay? Huwag lang malito sa ilalagay. Careful sa mga values. So, ayan yung ilalagay natin kay calcu. We have mass, 1 kilogram, then 28 yung molecular weight. And we will arrive to our answer, delta H, 697.3 kilojoule. A closed gaseous system undergoes a reversible process during which 25 BTU are rejected and volume changing from 5 cubic feet to 2 cubic feet, and the pressure remains constant at 50 psia. Find the change in internal energy. Ito yung given natin. We have heat 25 BTU. Bakit ngayon siya may negative? So, yung negative yan kasi merong term binigay sa problem. Ang sabi, heat is rejected. Okay, yun yung term. Kaya, negative. Then, another given, volume 1, 5 cubic feet. Volume 2, 2 cubic feet. Pressure, 50 psia. And sinabi sa problem, that is constant. So, kung constant yan, that is isobaric process. Ang hinahanap, what is the change in internal energy? So, ito yung formula natin. Ang change in internal energy natin is mcv delta T. Kaya lang, walang binigay na temperatures. Pwede sana natin makuha ang temperature kasi may pressure volume. Kaya lang, ang volume ay total volume. So, kailangan pa natin ng mass. Walang mass. So, hindi rin natin yan makukuha at lalong walang gas na sinabi. Anong klaseng gas? So, kung hindi pwede mcv delta T, ang gagamitin natin is first law equation. Sinabi rin sa problem na yan ay closed system. So, kung yan ay closed system, non-flow, ito ang formula first law equation. Meron tayong heat, delta U, work non-flow. So, i-define na lang natin anong work non-flow sa constant pressure isobaric process. And that is P delta V. A given pressure, given change in volume, okay na. Substitute na lang natin. Then yung unit analysis natin, lagay lang tayo conversion, 144 inch square per 1 foot square. Then 1 BTU, 778 foot-pound. So cancel dyan yung inch square, cancel yung feet square, may maiwan ng isang feet. Cancel ang pounds, then cancel din yung feet na yan. So we have the unit BTU. So, lalabas sa delta U, BTU na yan. So, we have the value 2.76 BTU.